Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This exciting second episode of Pure Farming 2018, the press release. Once again, this is not a full version of the game that we're looking at. This is the press release. Many elements of the game could be changed until release date. This is a pre-alpha version. We are going to go to Colombia today and do some harvesting. Let's see how things are in Colombia. Looks like they have foraging and all kinds of cool stuff here. So we're going to check our email. There's a jungle fire. We need to get to the forager, attach the header, and attach the trailer. Looks like we're going to be running some kind of, that's a forage harvester right there. They call it a forager, so yeah, there we go. Okay, beginnings. Hello, farmer. My name is Chris. Hey, Chris is all over the world. The administrator of your farms. This magnificent technology, I'll be helping you out with everything, blah, 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 blah. We have a crisis situation. Your job is to harvest 2 crops and sell them at the purchase center. Harvest a full trailer of crops from the hemp field. What? Sell the marijuana at the purchase center. I've just gotten banned from YouTube for this. Again, I'm going to get a content flag when I put this up here. Harvest the crops from a coffee field. Well, coffee, that's a little bit lesser drug. Sell coffee at the purchase center. Here's what we do. Okay, we played this a little bit on the other version. Let's take a real quick walk around and see what we got. This is a really cool compound for this equipment. I don't know if the doors are going to be openable or not. And here we have Farm Manager. All right, so, sorry, John needed something unimportant. So there's the Colombian flag. It says, be careful, be sure to take your machine gun with you when farming in case rebels attack. We have, I don't know if it's like that anymore. Probably is. There's probably all kinds of drug lords and stuff. Anyway, that looks like a petrol station over there. There's our greenhouse. The jungle environment is gorgeous. This reminds me of Far Cry. Now I just need a machine gun and like a little gauge to tell me when I'm making too much noise with my footsteps. What's that? You guys ever played the original Far Cry? This reminds me of it. There's probably like a Trigen or something in this compound over here. There's our home. There's an airplane symbol. What's that about? Do we have a helicopter maybe? Will there be a helicopter in this? Huh. Okay, well here's the forager. Let's go ahead and get our mission accomplished. Accomplished. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. There's a jungle fire. We need to get the crop. Okay, I know. I'm not even going to look at the mails. We know what to do. You know what you're doing. Move every zig. All right, so we're going to pop this on here. Oh. And we're going to attach the header. You know, one thing we never did in the other one, and I don't know where the Karcher is on this one, but we never cleaned the harvester. I wanted to try that, but the demo ended before I could do it. So maybe those are some of the things. I'm going to stream this tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and I'm going to do some streaming. So you guys can have an opportunity to kind of ask questions, and we can try different things in the game. This Earl Grey tea that I'm drinking right now is excellent, and I want to thank Micah for sending it to me. Micah's one of my farmers. For those of you that are not familiar with my gaming channel, Micah oftentimes helps me out farming, and he sent me a tea and a bunch of mac and cheese and potato chips and crackers for the kids. And actually, they came in really handy because I didn't get a chance to go shopping yesterday, and so my kids were all like, "We're hungry," and I'm like, "You know what? I've got just the thing." All right, so we're going to harvest hemp using a forage harvester. For those of you that are unaware, there are 2 types of different hemp. I know we can all laugh about it being marijuana, but in all reality, there's 2 types of different plants. They're both from cannabis, but hemp is used for rope. They can also use it for seed, and it also makes a lot of. It's a very thick biomaterial. So we could actually, a lot of farmers in Europe are starting to use it to feed their cows. They chop the hemp up because it's so dense. It's basically like giant grass. I mean, that's why we call it. That's why they call marijuana weed or grass. It's basically a type of grass, but it's very dense, almost like corn. And so they chop it up. They use a forage harvester, and they use it to feed their cows. And then they can also gather the fibers and make rope. And so you can not only get a harvest for feeding your cows, but you also can get the fibers to make rope. There are two types of plants, though, is what I'm getting at. The hemp that you use for farming has very low THC in it. You're not going to get, I don't think you can get happy using it. We'll just leave it at that. I try to keep my farm channel really family friendly, and so this is kind of pushing it. But the type of weed that, or the type of cannabis that people smoke is called marijuana. Okay, so hemp and marijuana are actually, they're cousins, but they're not the same plant. The farming version is different, and it's not, you can't use it for drugs, I guess is what I'm getting at. So, yes, we're foraging hemp, and in the United States, it is still not legal to. Let's see, front device mode on, and we're going to turn this. It's still not legal to have hemp in the United States. So, I don't think you can. There's some states that allow you to grow it, but most don't. So, F. Work. Okay, and look, when I put it in work mode, the pipe comes up automatically. And there we go. We're just chopping the hemp up. Little bits there. Now, I don't know if they're going to have hired workers or not. That's a question I know that's been asked, and I don't know the answer to that. I apologize. See how dense this is, though? We're already up to 317 kilograms. We've only gone a couple feet. Camera here. Yeah, these camera views are a little bit too zoomed to get a good it's hard to tell what you're doing, but boy, that looks cool in there. But I think they need to back this camera view or allow you to zoom in and out a little bit, because it's too close to really do any in-camera work. Now for the tractors it won't be so bad because you're just trying to follow a line down the field, but for the harvesters you kind of need to see the sides. So how much do we need to collect? Oh, and here we go again too. If you guys remember from the last version of the last episode where I did the USA farm, we have once again a Gomsamash harvester, forage harvester, and these are real harvesters. They are Russian made. Oops, I missed some. But they're sold worldwide. You can become a dealer here in the United States. So that's pretty cool. If you've ever seen a cool, now they put the header and stuff up automatically. I don't know if I like that. GPS enabled. In Europa, they have specialized Claas tractors. Makes a specialized hemp forager. I recommend you look it up. There's a YouTube channel called I think it's called Tractor Spotting, and they really have cool videos about. I'm trying to get up here on the. See, I have to be in front device mode to get it to work. There we go. They make really neat videos about different types of harvesters, and they have a hemp video where they're foraging hemp. I didn't go wide enough here. This is where a GPS would help. I'm sure they'll probably implement that into the game, probably. But the chopping graphics look good. The fill graphics look good. Everything looks great. I gotta say, I'm impressed. These guys are doing a good job with this game, and I'm excited to see it come out. I honestly wasn't expecting a pre-alpha tech demo, whatever you want to call this, to be so feature rich. Like, I feel like Pure Farming, or not Pure Farming, Callan Crops is a long way behind as far as the features go in the game. This game seems like it's almost ready to release. Like, they really, if they polished it up a little bit more and changed some of the camera control stuff, it could be ready to go this year, which once again it was supposed to be. So they're spending a little bit more time working on the engine. But I think feedback-wise, the game is excellent, and I'm really excited to try it out. My only complaint right now are the cameras. Really, everything else is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with the way it goes. And the non-settable cruise control. I want to be able to just set the cruise control to 10, and then like in Farm Sim, But once again, I don't want people comparing this, and I definitely myself am going to try to avoid comparing this to the Giants Farm Sim, because it's a different game. This is not the Giants Farm Sim. This is pure farming. And I think the Giants Farm Sim gets stuck in a rut sometimes. I mean, you guys know, my whole channel is based on Giants Farm Sim. But I think some things are stuck in a rut as far as their development over the years. And this game is trying some new stuff. I mean, look at the terrain is a little crazy. We've got farms from other places, though I don't know if Farm Sim decided to go to South America because of this, or if they both just happened to do it at the same time. But we're getting sugar cane in Farm Sim 2017. We're not getting hemp. But I'm sure there's a mod that'll allow you to add hemp. It's probably been out for like the last 3 versions. So is this game better than Farm Sim? I know I'm going to get that question quite a bit. It's different. Is it better than Farm Expert? I hate to say this. You guys know I am a huge Farm Expert fan. I love Farm Expert. But I would say that, yeah, this is going to be better than Farm Expert. As long as we have the terrain deformation. We actually have like all real brand stuff. We don't have to deal with Carl Nabstrooper. The graphics are better, but it has the same feel. Like I said, there's day passage and stuff like that. I don't know. This seems like it's going to be, this is really hard to turn with this trailer on. See if I can get the header down. The turn radius is less than stellar. And you can see the harvester is starting to get dirty here. But anyway, as far as this is comparison to Farm Expert, it's definitely a lot more polished already, and it's not even finished yet. However, I missed one thing I'd love from Farm Expert is the getting in and out of tractor view, and I also like the in-tractor cams. If you could have these graphics with Farm Expert, it still would probably be my favorite game. All right, there we go. She's full, and she automatically empties out. I love that. The tractor folds up or the harvester folds up. Uh-oh. This is like a really tough trailer to bag. There we go. So let's pull off to the side of the road here. They want us to get on the tractor. Get on the tractor. Get on the tractor. Front device mode off. And we're going to yank this tractor over yank this over to where the tractor is. So I don't feel like walking. Now this view is great. You know what? This does have that bar going up the front, like above the steering wheel there, that white bar. You could use that to kind of keep an eye on where you're going with the crops, but I feel like once again you just need to be out a little bit more. I like the way the sound is muffled when you're in the forage harvester. And I will say that this has I don't know, this just feels a little bit more realistic inside than the Farm Sim. But the camera angle's a little bit close, and I think they're going to need to work on that. Oh, there's the Zetter. Oops. All right, so we should probably stop here. We're gonna put it on rear device mode, and we're going to drop the trailer off, I think. Parking on this flat ground. Maybe it's not rear device mode off. There we go. Okay, no, it has to be in middle device mode. Pull this forward here. Is that gasoline? It looks like a gas container. And we're going to park here. Grab the... What is this? Is this a shed, your property? Cool. What is this one? Is this a 120? Okay, so here's another tractor. We have a Proxima 120. This is a smaller Zetter. The other farm had the 160. This is not just a motor size down, but the tractor frame itself is also small. Are the lights on? Nope. This is a good looking tractor. I'm getting some camera errors here. Look at how good this looks. This just looks phenomenal. I'm sorry, but these put Farm Sims tractor models to shame. This is really sharp looking. Oops. But my driving skills, on the other hand. Okay, so we need to use the Zetter to deliver crop to the mafia. Look at that. There's like a facility across the way there. That's really cool. I can't wait till this comes out. I'm so excited to start a farm and run it. This map is awesome. This is a beautiful. This is, I think, out of all my maps I've seen, this is a beautiful map. I love the way it feels. It definitely feels a bit like South America, a lot like South America. It's real mountainous. The palm trees. I feel like I'm farming in Far Cry. Centro de Comercio must be our shop. And oh, they have DAF. We have DAF in this game. Awesome. Karcher, that's the washer. Where am I supposed to go with this? Oh, let's take a look at the map. V. And we need to see the map. How do I selling the hemp? Nope. This doesn't. Eventually, I think we'll be able to get into here and actually change pages. But right now, it's not letting me change any pages. It's just emails. There's a drone? What? That's cool. Okay, there we go. Wait, because we'll get back out of here. Nope. Nope. Come on. Does this let me switch modes? No, not yet. I'm trying to get out of the messages. But it looks like that's going to have some... Is there a map? M button? Oh, there is. Look, I pressed map and it brought it up. Where am I going? Oh, way over there. So I need to stay on this road. That's cool. There's another harvester. It shows you where your harvesters are. That's cool. Is that where we started? Where the airplane was? I think so. Interesting. Okay, so let's head on over. Look at how detailed the roads are compared to Farm Sim. Like they're real smooth, but they're also, there's bumps in them and stuff. Like it's not just like a flat texture. So cool. Sell hemp at Purchase Center. Get on the Skyberry. Now, I will say, like the farm simulator, like the tractor pitches onto the different altitudes aren't what I'm looking for. But okay, we gotta go this way because that's the end of the map right there. It's weird. The border doesn't follow like you'd think the border would be just a big square around the outside, but it's not. It actually is like all cordoned off here. Here's the barn. Now this will be smoother once I get my controller set up, but I don't have it yet, so. Alright, rear device mode on, 2. And we're going to sell F for sell. We F-selled it. Ta-da! Awesome! So we're going to get on the Skyberry Combine. I'm going to take my little tractor over there and we'll get on the Skyberry. We sold cannabis. We gained 1,279 credits. And let's go ahead and head over that way. I didn't notice this before, but there's guard shacks, like machine gun towers, at the at the facility. I don't know if that's to keep from forest fires, which probably it is, but it could also be to keep out rebels. I tried to tell them that you can't sell cannabis for. You can't sell hemp as cannabis as marijuana. This trailer's really dirty. Oh, the harvester's in there. Okay, so we'll just park this tractor out here because I'm sure it's going to be used again. So front mode on. We're going to turn the lights off. There we go. And I'm jumping out. Awesome. This is really cool. So let's go ahead. I'm going to take a break real quick here. I have to run my kids over to my ex-wife's house. And then when I come back, we will finish up taking a look at the Brazilian map. So far, so good. I'm really impressed with this. There's the manager. He's wondering what took me so long. I'm trying to do this realistically. Wow, it's going to be nighttime here soon. This is crazy how fast time goes. I wish you could slow time down. But anyway, I shall return shortly. And once I get on the harvester. That would kill you, man. That's serious stuff there. It's the Skyberry. Once again, the camera angle doesn't let you really enjoy the look. Oh, he's mad at me because I left all the equipment out. I guess one of the things if you really want to role play, you could, pretend like you have to be you could pretend like if you're not careful, rebels could steal your equipment, So, all right, guys, I'll be right back. We'll start this harvest in just a second here. All right, we're rolling up. It's getting to be night time. All right. I'm sorry, honey. Well, yeah, you cut yourself. Evelyn was trying to cut a box open last night. She didn't realize that the knife was double-sided, and so she cut herself on it pretty bad. Huh. I'm trying to get it to activate. Maybe you have to get closer. Nope. So front device mode on. Maybe I have to roll up all the way onto it. What? It's not giving me an option to turn this on. Front device mode off. Maybe it's a rear device. Is it a rear device? Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. Okay. Chopping him up. Oh, yeah. Making the coffee. The Coffinator. Let's see what that camera view is. Sweet. Oh, don't hit that thing. I wonder what those little devices are on the ground. Gobbledygook. 3,000 cups of coffee. Is this thing still harvesting? Oops. That was the hardest bush I've ever hit in my life. Okay, this harvester stays on when you go off the field. I like that. Resplendent with suicide knob. So I repainted my truck. My RC truck is now very light blue. Might be a little too light blue. It's almost like, it reminds me of a baby's bathroom. I'll have to show you guys a picture at some point. But anyway, it's pretty blue. I had to cut the windshields out though, because by mistake I tinted them black and I hated it. And so I was trying to tint them on. And I ended up painting them black. Like the paint didn't work right, so I ended up having to, and I hated it. So now I have no windows. I cut them out. but I'm gonna put it back in there. If you're wondering, if you're new to the channel and you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, I do a lot of RC stuff. Not tons of video necessarily, but I have a lot of RC toys that I play with. I love remote control stuff, so. There we go. There we go. Oh, she's full. Sell the coffee. Where do we go to sell it? It's off same place? Nope. Do I just take the harvester there, or do I dump it into a trailer? Like, we'll just drive there by hand. Stop working. F. Oh, we can't stop working because it's got all that stuff in the back. I'm lost. Okay, we need to look at the map because I'm like getting lost here. How do we get over there? Okay, there's the route. I wonder if it'd be better to... I think it'd be better... If you're going to actually play the game, because this is a big field, I think you'd unload the harvester into a trailer rather than driving the harvester over. So... My kids are all yelling. They're getting ready to go to their mom's. I'm going to take them over there soon. But they have to do their chores first. They left the house as a mess. I'm like, no, you can't leave until this house is a mess. Like, I'll be glad to take you over there, but it's a mess. So now they're yelling at the bottom of the stairs about whatever. You can tell the difference between panicked yelling and like we're just trying to make a nuisance yell. All right, so we're gonna turn left here. There's another repair shop up at the top of the hill here. So another thing I like about this game is the crops seem to be regional. And the rainforest is where you grow hemp, and it's also where you would grow coffee. So that's the crops that are on these fields are the ones that you're going to find in those areas. I'd imagine like Japan is going to have rice. This is as far, by the way, as we can look down. I don't know if I love that, but that's the restriction. Wow, this is really tight here. Oop. Oop. I might have hit that. Colombian coffee sales. All right. This is where we're supposed to bring the harvester. Let's take an external look and see how it sells. I can't. Rear device mode off. I want to E. No, I didn't want to leave the vehicle. I want to change the camera. There we go. And then, oh, I need to have rear device mode on, though, to sell it. So rear device mode on. And we're going to sell. Wait a minute. It had me all set up to sell. Right? No. How about rear device mode off? Front device mode on. Oh, I've bludgeoned it. Oh no! Oh, don't get stuck. I'm gonna try to get the harvester oriented, or as my computer instructor used to say, orientated. I'm gonna get it oriented in the correct direction. I'm going to get it stuck on the ring. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get it stuck right here in the corner and then give up and take my kids to their my ex-wife's house. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, yes. Ugh. Come on, sell the coffee. Senka is waiting. Okay, front device mode off, rear device mode on. There we go. Oh, and they dump out the side. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, so you definitely couldn't load this into a trailer, so you have to... Oh, man. Okay. You've completed your task. Jungle Fire. Aw, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you are enjoying my coverage of Pure Farming 2018. Build your global farming empire. So we still have to check out Italy and Japan. Now, Germany is going to be the bonus map. So, yeah, there's a rice harvester right there, like we were talking about. And so, once again, this game is going to be available for PC, PS4, and Xbox. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Thank you once again for being part of my channel. Thumbs up always help, big time. And be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I am excited to try out the last two maps. See you in the next exciting episode of Pure Farming 2018.